Hey, how's it going, do these sulfurs? Got a good one for you today. Did you just get your car scratched up? You don't have a polisher to try to fix it? Yet you're manly enough to have a drill at home? If that's the case, you're in luck, because I am a shopaholic. And what I mean by that, I was recently browsing through Amazon, and then I saw this 3-inch polishing kit that can be used with your drill. And for $12 and change, including shipping, I simply could not resist. First step, admit you're a shopaholic. Second step, go out shopping. I treat my alcoholism the same way. Anyway, I thought this kit would be good for people that want to get rid of scratches on their car, yet you don't want to go out and buy a polisher and all the pads that come with it. And pretty much if you have any type of drill, you can use this kit. And for those of you that are going to be interested in buying this kit, I put a link down below in the description box to where you can go and buy this on Amazon. So don't be afraid to click on it and check it out for yourself. All right, now to what exactly comes with this kit. So with this kit, you get one heavy cut wall pad, and these all come with a 3-inch Velcro backing. Next up, you get a regular medium cut wall pad, and I recommend you mostly use this one to do your cutting. And you also get a polishing foam pad and a finishing foam pad as well. Actually, I'm going to change my mind about this foam pad. This feels more like a cutting pad. It's kind of coarse to be a polishing pad. And you also get a 3-inch backing pad that looks like this, and this adapter that helps attach that backing pad to your drill. Now, there's something I actually really like about these foam pads is that this backing area, the foam goes above where the Velcro is. So when you go and put this adapter on, the foam area comes above where this Velcro is on the adapter. So this way, when you're using this with your drill, you lessen the chance that you would accidentally put scratches on your different body lines or your panels when you press on this a little too much and accidentally scratch these with the Velcro backing. If this was resting here exactly, if you could easily make one little quick wobble or a mistake and scratch up your paint. Now, as far as what type of scratches you can remove with this kit, or in fact, any other polishing kit that you might be able to buy out there, well, these are going to be your clear coat scratches. And these are going to be scratches that have not gone all the way to your base coat, which is the coat that gives your car its color. Now, being able to differentiate between a clear coat scratch or a scratch that has gone all the way to the base coat is a little trickier than you might imagine. Well, sometimes it's quite obvious, like this scratch or scrape up here that has gone all the way to the plastic bumper cover. As you can see, the base coat is completely scraped off and we're down to bare plastic. However, down here at first glance, it might look like that we have gone down to the plastic as well. But a lot of times on these scrapes and scratches, a lot of the different colors you see on your paint are actually from the whatever object you scraped up against. A good test is usually to run your fingernails across it, and if you can just barely catch it, or preferably if you don't catch it, that means it has not gone all the way through your clear coat. And a lot of times on a scrape like this, it's a combination of clear coat scratches and deeper scratches, but when you treat this whole area, overall, this is going to look a ton better anyway. All right, enough of that. Now let's get on to the repair procedure. So first things first, we need to thoroughly clean this repair area. So grab yourself a clean bucket of water, then add a bit of car wash soap, and then with a clean microfiber towel or sponge, thoroughly wash down the repair area. And cleaning and washing your repair area is important because if you don't do this right, in the next few steps, you run the risk of actually putting more scratches into your panel. All right, next we'll grab ourselves another clean bucket of water, and then with another clean microfiber towel, we'll wash down our repair area. And now that our repair area is clean, it's time to sand down and flatten or even out the scratched areas. And what I mean by that is, well, here's a look at our clear coat. We got our scratches that are into our clear coat. They have not gone all the way to our base coat or our panel underneath that. So that in order to get rid of these so that this clear coat can reflect light smoothly again, we sand down all the way to the lowest point of where the scratches are. And once again, get a much smoother surface which reflects light much better. And the sandpaper we're going to use to sand down these clear coat scratches is some 1500 grit sandpaper. I'm also going to be using this soft sanding block. I find that this makes my life a lot easier, but you can obviously just sand by hand. And we're going to be wet sanding these scratches, which simply means we're going to be using water with our sandpaper. Alrighty, let's get to it. And right off the bat, I see that a lot of those black marks that we were seeing, those are coming off with just some light sanding. I'll show you in a little bit. Then actually use the other end of this soft sanding block to wipe this area down so you guys can see better. And let's dry it off too. So there, as you can see, those black marks or streaks we had on this clear coat we were able to already remove them by just some sanding. Also, we were able to get rid of most of the scratches. They were very light, but we obviously can't get rid of these that have gone through the clear coat down to the bare plastic in this case. But overall, we're very close to getting this clear coat flattened out and smooth out all the scratches we had on here. Alright, so sanding down these scratches here turned out to be pretty easy. I didn't expect it to be this easy, if I'm honest, but you gotta keep in mind, depending on the size of your clear coat scratch, you may have to spend more time sanding it down to be able to get it completely flat before you can go on to polishing. But anyway, I think most of you here for the polishing kit and you want to see that in action, so we'll just spend just a little bit more time sanding this area down to make sure it's completely smooth and that we have gone rid of all the scratches. All right, looks good enough to me. And next we get our wool pad and install it on our drill. And next, by using a cutting compound of your choice, we're gonna start polishing this area. You just wanna make sure you're not in one place when you're polishing. Also that you go across, move down 50%, come back, down 50% across, and then you come back up, over 50% down, so on and so forth. All right, so first we put some cutting compound on our wool pad, and then we're gonna start off very slow just to spread this around. And if you're wondering, I have this drill on the medium setting, which means we probably can't get more than 2000 RPM max out of this. And now we're gonna pick up the speed. All right, let's wipe it down, see what we got after our first pass. All right, so at first glance, it might look like we're all done, but you have to realize this compound we just put on there is gonna work a bit like wax and reflect light kind of smoothly and keep you away from seeing actually where the scratches are still remaining. So you might think you're all done, then go and wash your car, take it out to under the sun, and then look at the repair area and see, wait a minute, I can still see some scratches. Especially if you have a black car, you're definitely gonna see it. So spend more time polishing it and don't stop after your first run. Also, if you really wanna be sure that you've gotten rid of all the scratches, you can always use some grease and wax remover with a microfiber towel, clean the area, then take a look at the area and see if you can still see any scratches or not. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm just gonna make 2 more passes and be done with it. All right, and for the last wipe down, I'm going to use some grease and wax remover so that we're certain we've removed all the scratches. And here we go. And here's a closer look. And as you can see, we have made vast improvements in the way this panel looks. We obviously couldn't do much about this scrape with our polishing kit, but with all the lighter clear coat scratches, we were able to thoroughly sand them down and then polish them out. Now before you go, do me a huge favor and watch another one of my videos, either this one right here or the one below it, or any of the videos on the suggestion box made by Ratchets and Wrenches, because by doing that, you help feed my kids and my 2 badly malnourished dogs. Especially this one. She's only 11 months and weighs just 120 pounds. Isn't that right, Beavis? You need food? She needs food fast.